Howdy folks, welcome back to SnowRunner. We are on the Amur region on the Cosmodrome map. I've got, I actually wrote some notes a couple of weeks ago about moving material from Cosmodrome to Chernokamensk to do some jobs on that map, and then completely forgot about it. So I was going to try and do it today. I'm using my brand new mod, the Keny C-500. Get rid of this so I can move the camera around. I think I'm going to upload this to the Amur region and possibly use part of it as a mod review. But regardless, let's get going. We have a long trip ahead of us. We have to run around this outside road all the way down to town storage. And then we have to go across to this one, this warehouse. This job keeps starting itself every time I log on. What we're doing is what we're picking the stuff up for is on the Chernokamensk map, so it's not going to be in this list of stuff. So I'm just going to kind of do like this, so I can kind of keep a track on how far I got to go, plus making the turns at the right places. Okay. Then come back out the middle, I think. And then we go up and across like this. This is a bridge, or this bridge I fixed last time I was on here, last episode. So it's actually good that I took care of those jobs. Need a controller. We'll back up a little. Now down on the Chernokamensk map, I have 3 pieces of equipment set up to do specific jobs. This is set up to haul 8 spots on the trailer and 2 more in the back end for a total of 10. I've used this truck on 3 different maps now. Meteor, Best Friends, and now Amur. I can't remember if I used it on Village. I don't think so. It's a great truck. If you can't get the Kraz Chabors, this is an awesome alternative. I tell you what I'm picking up, but I can't remember. Whoa. That was funky. Okay, don't want to climb the hill. I'll do it this way. It is a new mod, and you may see weird glitches like that. The map doesn't know how to treat this vehicle. I'm not sure if that's the right way to put it, but see, it should be colliding with those telephone poles. Now maybe the mod developer did something so that it doesn't collide. It's just true or false. Does it collide or not? You know, in the game files. So maybe he changed something around. I know he recently updated it. I had to re-download it in order to play today, and there's more customizations you can do to it, like the warning lights on top of the cab. Those weren't there before. I can't really remember what else. It is a tight spot. Well, it bounced over the rock, but didn't seem to be affected by the pole. Well, the trailer had hit the pole. Weird flashing lights on the wheels. That looks funky. Like I say though, brand new mod. You might have some glitchy weird things on it. But the bottom line is, it's doing what I want, and it's doing it wonderful. Okay, we're coming up to the last part. I think this one, never mind, I'm not even gonna make a guess, because I'll probably get it wrong. I gotta get that out of my way. And then the square is right up there. Hey, you can see the trailer dragging on shit. Here it is. Now, I need to pick up 3 metal beams and 4 wood plank. So let's see what this has. Metal beams. Metal beams, okay. There's 1. 2. 3. I don't know why it closes every time. But there's 3 metal beams. 1 in the truck, 2 in the trailer, and I should still be able to get 4 wood plank on there. Doesn't look like enough room for 4 wood plank, but I should have 10 spots worth. And I just used 6. So the next place I can just go around the corner, turn left, and then turn right. Next place is up there. So like this. I know this is all really bad mud. Down here past the fuel station. Across these bridges and up the hill. Okay. I got a line on it. Kind of nasty through here. But to go across the railroad bridge, there's great big humps you gotta go over or bounce over, and it's kind of tough. All right, if we need to fuel, there's an opportunity, but I'm carrying points. Which are not part of the truck. It's the crane, the mini crane that I'm using has points included with it. Okay, and then the warehouse is right dead center. Let's do this. Tell you right up front, these missions are probably gonna be 2 episodes. Because on the Chernokamensk map, this thing doesn't stop very well when you change directions, but other than that, Chernokamensk is going to involve covering practically the entire map to pick up all the stuff that I'm not bringing down there in this trip. All the stuff I'm picking up from that map. It's kind of cumbersome in tight spaces, but so is the Krasjabors, you know. It's big. Without a load, just the truck by itself, it's really sporty. It hauls ass. And it goes through mud like it's not there. So far, I've got 3 units of metal beam on it, which is heavy enough. I'm heading to put 4 units of wood plank on it. I better look where I'm going. Normally on a mod review, I would run through the customization in the garage. But this is also, I mean, this is just my campaign video. So I didn't take the time to do that. Maybe I'll do some editing and add that on. We'll see. I'm sure I drug the trailer through the stream bed going across that last little bridge, but I don't think it mattered. Very tight tolerance between the load, the nose of the trailer, including the load on the trailer, and that little crane. Kind of half surprised that it works. You can see this is some thick, deep mud. And I don't have to go to low range. The only problem with this trail has been making the corners, a couple of the corners. There was one spot where it got a lot of lean on it, but it went through it, or went across it, no problem. That's partly the trailer that keeps it from losing its load on those slopes. That one waypoint was way out there over the tracks, so the truck didn't get it. See, I made them way out there. That's wrong. I put them in the wrong spot. I wasn't zoomed in close enough to tell. Okay. Again, this is some deep shit. Might have to use low range, but it looks like it's coming out of it now. It does move along faster if you leave it in automatic versus high range. High range equals about third gear, where in automatic you can go to fourth. This is third. High range is just a tiny bit slower than third. Let's try high. And see it slowed down. Well, it hit a pole, but it also slowed down. See, it almost got stuck on that pole. You got to be careful with that. Now, I will say on Meteor Map and on Best Friends, it was not clipping through the poles. It would hit them and you bang up your front end and you would take damage, just like you're supposed to. I think this is a problem specific to this region on the public test server. It's going to be different than a custom scenario map designed by different people. And you know how SnowRunner is, or Saber Interactive is, about glitches. So as far as a mod review is concerned, I'm just basically displaying how the truck performs in a campaign situation. He takes the corner real nice and smooth. It's a little slow on the back steer. You see it kind of overturned before it would come back from the turn. If that makes any sense to you. You can see the steering straightens out. I'm banking it back and forth on purpose. It just takes a little bit. Maybe a little more steering angle, but I mean, I'm not going to complain because it's a workhorse. I'd say it stands up to the Kraz Chabors pretty good. Which is another 10 by 10, of course. In some instances, the Kraz Chabors might go through the mud a little better, but other times not. You know, I've had to use low range to get through mud with the Kraz Chabors, and this thing just kind of keeps trucking along without having to shift to low range. So let's get wooden planks. How about we slide around to where we can see what we're doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. Trailer's full. 8 spots on the trailer, 2 spots on the truck for a total of 10. Which allows us to load 3 metal, 4 wooden plank in this particular instance. Now let's see how she performs fully loaded. It's just a little ways to the Chernokamensk gateway. I think I will back out versus trying to go around. I don't know if with a long 8-spot trailer, if this thing would get around those corners. But I can back it through the gate and then angle the trailer one way or the other. Come back down through that mess, and the gate's right there. And so it's just around through this. Make sure I turn at the right spot. There we go. Some of that's probably not necessary, but it is what it is. Turn that trailer the other way. And this is something it does. If you get it moving in one direction, it likes to just keep going. As long as it's got a little downhill slope, it'll just keep right on going. It doesn't have a lot of roll resistance. I didn't have to give it any additional throttle till I got into here. But you see, it made a nice smooth turn. Real nice. Now, if I didn't have all that room to work with, it'd be a different story. You'd be banging into shit all over the place. But I had a lot of room there. Let's see what low range does. If it'll pick up speed. Oh, it moves about the same speed, but it doesn't struggle as much. The trailer's hitting the pole. Dang trailer. Dang long trailer. Climb this side as much as we can. Whoa. I don't want to go up on top of the rock. I just want to make the corner. I think it's hitting the pole again. When it wasn't so heavily loaded, there it came past. When it wasn't so heavily loaded, it might just bounce off the pole. If you watch the front tires, you can see that I'm doing a lot of steering input. But I have it, the way I have the steering set up, it automatically returns to center whenever I'm not doing a steering input. Right or left, it automatically returns to center. And that's the way I have it set up in settings. That has nothing to do with the truck itself. That's something in settings for the game. It'll return to center on its own, or you can set it up so that it does not. So that was a little more backing up than I wanted it to do. But I got around the pole. That was my objective. Speaking of repair points, I'm going to take this opportunity to swing the camera on because we're almost to the gateway. Oh, look how close that is to high centering. That'll be a good test to see if it starts out again. But anyways, I wanted to repair my suspension damage. All good. Could refuel it, but don't need to right now. So let's see if it starts out. I believe it will. Hey, no problem. No problem whatsoever. Woo, but I better look where I'm going. Wide turn. You can see this has been 80% deep snow and mud, and this thing just keeps trucking along, making pretty good speed even. There wasn't much for long straight sections where I could get it to go through the gears and really show its top speed. But here we go. Let's travel. This always takes a long time. For those of you that's watching this episode of Amur, I'm not gonna do any more mod review stuff. I'll edit that part out of the video and make that a separate video that I can load to my mod review channel. So this is the rest of this. I'm not going to keep pointing out the highlights of the truck. What I need to do now, see, I'm not even sure. Let me look at my notes. I need 2 medium log and 4 wood plank at crossing. I need 2 metal beam, 3 metal rolls at main bridge. So I have to go get metal rolls. I have to go get medium logs. And I don't have enough metal beams on me to do all 3 jobs, crossing main bridge and there's 3 landslide jobs which take 2 metal beam each. And now if I click on one of those, you can see there's a metal beam there, but Everywhere it says rocket debris is a metal beam. And then the lumber, the logs, you got to do at a log station. And then the metal rolls are at one of these warehouses. Metal rolls. I wasn't really counting on this metal beam when I figured out how much metal to bring. But we got metal on us right now. We could do Landslide in the west with what we got. What about Main Bridge? Main Bridge takes metal rolls besides metal beams. And I don't have that many on me. So as far as what we do in the last 12 minutes of this video, we could hit Landslide in the west and then just park in here somewhere and jump in the other trucks. I don't need heavy duty tracking. The garage is what I need. There it is. I've got 3 different vehicles. Step 310B, another Keny, and another Keny. I got 2 Kenys in there. One set up specifically to haul a low saddle trailer. The other one set up to haul stuff for these jobs, picking up rocket debris and metal and so on and so forth. Did that say 8 spot? 6. Good. 6. I did it right. Well, let's finish this off by grabbing Landslide in the west. Which I don't have in my list. So we'll have to start the job when we get there. Okay, well, let's do this. Love those wheels. Let's get up here where I can see where I'm going. So this trailer load of stuff will basically be just a supply depot, mobile supply depot. There's one job that takes 4 wooden planks. So when it comes time to do that job, I'll either drop them off with this truck or or pick them up with the other truck. I want to see what this is. Would you stop? Well, this is unloading. No, it says there's 2 cargo left, 2 brick. Yep. You get 2 brick from here. There's actually quite a few places around this map where you get 2 brick by deconstructing a building. There she is, finally. That 1 unit of metal laying on the ground down in the south. I deconstructed a building to get metal, and I thought it was gonna give me 2 so I could clear that landslide. I mean, the landslide needs 2, so why wouldn't the building give you 2? They give you 2. They always gave you 2 on every other region. This one only gave me 1, so then I didn't have enough to do the landslide in the south, or whatever it's called. So I ended up just leaving it on the ground and moving on. I forgot about it. Let's accept, start tracking, close, hold X to show next action. Nope. Cargo management. There it is. 1, 2. Took 1 off the truck and 1 off the trailer. Accept. And now we can move on down the road. I'd almost like to be in here because there's main bridge. Which takes 2 more metal beams, and I have 1. Or I could go way down here where there's 1 metal beam laying on the ground, and I have 1 metal beam, so that the combination of the 2 would be enough for landslide in the southwest. Right here's where I pick up metal rolls, which I intended to do with this other truck. I mean, but if I'm right there, so this truck has a 6 spot, so it's gonna get around easier. I think crossing is where the wood goes. Yeah. I could swing right around the corner and dump off the 4 wood for crossing in the beginning of the next one. And then go down to Landslide in the south with my last unit of metal, or I could bring the medium logs up here to finish crossing and then be able to use the bridge to come over and gangbang on the rest of the shit. Main bridge. Yeah. I think I'll just pull around the corner here till I can pull off the side of the road. And we'll call it an episode. Holy Shinola. Look at this bridge. Ooh-wee. Never come down this side before, because the road was blocked. I am gonna do that heavy duty job that's on the screen right now, but not till later. That sign is right in the way. I could probably go around it, but then the trailer would run into it. I either gotta worry about clearing the pole, or I gotta worry about clearing the sign. And I'm gonna worry about the pole. Is that a rocket part? That's one of my rocket debris where I can get a unit of metal. Well, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm not gonna wait till later and have to come back here then. Let's do this. All right, we converted rocket debris to a unit of metal. And this looks like as good a place as any to pull over and cut the episode off. Gotta do it somewhere. Alright, We're at 1 hour and 57 seconds. And we did some shit. I'm going to turn off heavy duty. And we have 4 wood for crossing. And we have 2 metal that can go somewhere else, either down here or back up to main bridge. I think for now, I'm just gonna start tracking on crossing, and we'll leave it at that. Good looking truck, man. Used to drive a Kenworth. It looked a lot like that, just no sleeper. It was a day cab. All right, well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.